let's do some circles with our shoulders, loosen up those shoulders. And really exaggerate those circles, trying to get a nice stretch deep inside those joints. This also allows fluid to move in. Raising them up almost to your ears, pulling them back so your shoulder blades are touching, sinking them down low, and then pulling them forward. We'll do a couple more in this direction. Nice. Let's stop and change direction. And again, pull them really deep down, pull them back, really feel that whole area opening up, allowing fluid to move in. Let's do 2 more this direction. One more full one, and drop those shoulders down. Nice. Let's continue to loosen up the neck. Place your hands on your legs, and the reason I do this is because I want to keep your body stable. We're just going to twist the head so that the neck receives this stretch. And let's look over to the right, and look over to the left. And we'll go back and forth a few times. Keep your body still. Let's do one more both direction. And come back to the front. Nice. Now let's look up and down. As you look up, extend that chin a little further. Feel that stretch all the way down your chest. And down. That stretch loosens up the muscles around the jaw. One last time, up and down. And face forward, nice. Let's go ahead and loosen up our arms a little bit more. And I'm going to do that by taking my one arm pointed towards me, and then I'm going to cross my body. The other arm comes up just to give a little assist, and you feel a nice stretch across the shoulder here. And let's release. Extend that other hand towards me, go across your body, opposite arm comes up, pulling it towards you, getting a nice stretch across your shoulder. And release. Let's do both sides one more time. Extend one hand out, let it cross your body, opposite hand comes in. And opposite side. And release, nice. Let's take one arm up towards the ceiling, extend it up. I'm going to drop that arm down, other hand's going to come and assist. And what we're doing is we're trying to get that hand straight down the back. Get a nice stretch in the armpit down the side here. And release. Other side, raise that hand up. Let it drop down, opposite hand comes in. Pulling it backwards. And release, nice. Let's take that right hand up. Left hand's gonna hang onto the chair for stability. And I'm gonna lean over and then extend that arm up. Don't let that hip rise though. Push it down into your chair. And bring that arm back down. Let's do the opposite side. Bring that arm up. Lean over. My right hand is keeping me nice and stable. Extend up, push that hip down. And pull that arm down. Let's do that one more time on each side. Arm comes up, tilt over, extend it up, push that hip down. And come on back down. Last time, left side, I'm going to lean to the right. Extend up, push that hip down, and bring both hands down in front of you. Nice. I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to try to touch the chair behind me. And as I do so, I'm going to twist my body. Touch that chair, come back to the front. Left hand twist behind me, touch that chair, and come back. Nice little twist on the spine. Let's do that one more time. Right hand reaches around, touching the back chair, and come back. Left hand comes up, twist, and back to the front. Nice. I'm going to do another twist. This time we're going to use our hands to assist us with the twist. I'm going to take my left hand, put it on my right leg, and I'm going to look behind me. And come back. Now remember, as you do this, you can extend that gaze just a little further, get those muscles around your eyes warmed up. Take that right hand on your left leg and look behind you. And come on back. Let's do that one more time each side. Look over that right side. And come on back and look over the left. And come back forward. Nice. And we're going to do our cat-cow position. So I'm going to turn sideways. You can see this. Hands go on your knees. And you're going to pull your body forward. Look up. Arch that back. Push your body back around that back and look down. And go ahead and go back and forth a few times, warming that spine up. Really imagine that your spine can articulate in between each vertebrae. One more time, both directions. And back to center. Nice. So this was a great way to warm the spine up forwards and backwards. Now let's make the spine go in a circle. This is going to bring fluid into the side of the vertebrae. Also begin to engage those hips, loosening up the hip joints as we make these full circles. When I was a child, we would have rings on the playground and we would hang on those rings doing these circles. We called them egg beaters. I'm not sure if you had that experience. I'm going to do one more circle. I'm going to stop in the center. Let's change direction. One more full circle all the way around. And bring your body up to the center here. Nice. Let's make sure that our body is nice and strong in this position. Tilt those hips back. That's going to protect the lower back. Make sure the spine is nice and straight. Imagine that you've got a string from the base of your spine going all the way up through the roof of your head here. That keeps your body nice and aligned. Nice. We're going to work on loosening up these hips now. I'm going to turn to the side. I'm going to take that leg that's up in the front and I'm going to let it swing back behind me. I'm up on my toes and I'm going to push on the ball of my foot, pushing my heel back. And so this is going to start to loosen up the front of this leg right here. You want to face in the direction that your hips are locating. Push that heel down, push, push, push. You're going to get a nice stretch across the front of that leg. If you feel comfortable, raise those arms up. Now you get a stretch all the way across the front of the body. Go ahead and lower those arms back down. Swing that leg back in. Let's do the other side. Let that leg go back. I'm on my toes. I'm going to push onto the ball of my foot, push my heel back. You should feel the stretch across the front of the leg here. Again, my body and my hips are facing in the same direction. Push that heel down so you feel that stretch all the way across the front of your leg. Feel comfortable, lift those arms up. And bring those hands back down. Go ahead and face forward. Nice. Now it's a great way to loosen up this area here. I'm just going to go ahead and go a little bit lower down to the knees. I'm going to swing those legs. Again, we're not working the abs yet. We're just warming up those knees. So if you need to hang on to the chair or lean back, that's okay. Starting to make circles. You might feel some air escaping. You might hear some popping. We want to get fluid inside those kneecaps, inside those joints. Slow down and let's change direction. And let's take those feet front and back again. Should begin to feel some warmth in those kneecaps now. And we're going to go to a stop. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and I'm going to lift my leg up onto my knee. So I get a nice little stretch across the hip. And then I'm going to loosen up my ankle. And do some circles. Try to flex the foot, point the foot. Now we're going to engage this underside, the arch of the foot, stretching out that fascia that goes across the front and underneath as we bring that foot back and forth. Nice. We're going to set this leg down. Let's do the other leg now. Again, this bringing the leg up, this figure four position loosens up the hip, and then we're also going to work on our ankles, doing some circles. You can change direction. Feel those ankles warming up. You might hear some popping. Now let's flex and point. Now we're stretching that fascia on the top of the foot and the bottom. Nice, let's set that foot down. All right, I'm gonna put our arms out and we'll do some circles here. Nice big circles. Warming up those arms. Let's bring those circles to tiny circles, really fast. Bringing some heat into those joints. And let's go the opposite direction, making a little bit bigger circle. And we'll go back to tiny circles, really fast. And relax, nice. All right, should feel these muscles up here, warming up here. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna put our hands in front of us. So my hands, here's my palms, I'm gonna face them towards me. I'm gonna push those hands together, lift those elbows up. And when you do this push against each other, you should feel a nice bit of tension right in the chest across to the arms here. As we add some resistance, as we're pushing, pushing, pushing. And release, nice. If your wrists feel some tension from this, go ahead and shake them out. We'll do that move again. Palms go together, lift those elbows up and push. Engaging those muscles across the chest. And release, shake those wrists out. I'm going to put my hands back close together, only this time I'm going to pull my elbows back. Try to touch those shoulder blades together. So now I'm going the opposite direction, pulling backwards. So now the back muscles are being engaged. Try to touch those shoulder blades together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release, nice. Bring those hands back up, close together. Elbows pull back, try to touch those shoulder blades together. Squeeze a little bit tighter. And release. Nice. All right. So I'm going to pick up my weights. If you have some weights, go ahead and grab those weights. This also might be a great time if you have water or something nearby to hydrate your body. We'll start with our bicep curls. Weights go in each hand. I'm going to have palms up right by my knee. I'm going to do 3 reps of bicep curls. First one's going to be for a count of 10. So let's raise those up to our shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Nice. Remembering to breathe as you go through these movements. Our next rep will be for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep your abdomen nice and tight. 7, 8, and down. Nice. We have one more rep. This last rep will be for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way up and back down. Nice. I'm going to take my palms face each other and I'm going to put them to the side here. This next practice is going to raise them up like airplanes, drop them back down. But now I'm going to add a little twist here. Point my palms behind me, raise them up and back down. And so now we're working these little muscles on the back of the arm right here. If you practice it once, you might be able to feel that little muscle pop out. I'm going to do this for a rep of 10. 1, up like an airplane, back down. Twist those palms facing behind you. 2, palms face each other. 3, palms face back. 4, palms face each other. 5, turn them back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Whew. All right. That was a little bit different moving. We're using some different muscles here. Our next rep will be the same. We're going to switch facing each other, facing back. This next rep will be for a count of 8. 1, facing back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back down. Nice. Should be feeling a little warmth on the back of the arm here. Our next rep is going to be for a count of 6. Face each other first. 1, face them back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Nice. Then we go back to our bicep curls. Put them, your weights next to your legs. Your palms are facing each other. Same move as we did the first time, curling up to touch our shoulder blades and back down. Only now my palms are facing each other. And remember, add some resistance as you push these weights back down to their starting points. First rep will be for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And push down. Nice. Make sure that when you're doing these moves, those hips are tilted back, abdomen's nice and tight. Our next repetition will be for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pushing down. Nice. One more rep. This last rep is going to be for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, make it strong. 6, and push them down. Nice. We're going to move those weights up to our shoulders. And so what this is going to be is a push up, bring it down, push up the other one, bring it down. Push one out, bring it back. Push one out, bring it back. So that's going to be one count, and we've got 4 moves. So go ahead and find that comfortable position. Let's go ahead and get started. This first one's going to be for a count of 10. 1, up, up, out, out. Nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, up, out, out. What are we on? 9, I think so. 1, up. 10. Whew, and rest. Okay, that was a big one. We're going to do that again, but let's go ahead and take a hydration break here. So you may notice that I'm starting to combine moves together. There's new research showing that when we work muscles in isolation, that it's not as powerful as if we were to move like in real life. And in real life, we're using multiple muscles at the same time. And so we're trying to add different movements at the same time to build this whole muscle area rather than isolating one muscle. When you isolate one muscle, it can have a tendency to tug or pull in another area. So we want to build an entire area and not just isolate a muscle on its own. So that's why we're adding these moves together. So that was a tough one, but we're going to do it one more time for a count of 10. I think we've got this. Go ahead and lift those weights up. 1, up, up, out, out. 2, up, out, out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You guys have got this. We got one more after this. 10, nice and strong. Up, out, out, and relax. Good job, nice. Okay, so we've been really working these arms here. Why don't we give our arms just a little bit of a break as we move to the core. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop one weight down to the side, other weight's gonna come up. Now I could use my arms to lift this weight, but what I want to use is these side muscles here. So really use those lateral muscles to switch your body. I'm going to do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down and back up, nice. And it's hard to see when you're facing forward, but when you lean to the side, keep your body upright. Try not to let your body lean forward. This is gonna add strain to your lower back. So keep your body in an upright position and lean perfectly sideways. Don't let your body lean forward. I'm gonna do that for another count of 10. Let's drop those weights down to one side, bring the other one up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back up, nice. And put those weights together. We're gonna hand them off to the person behind us and then bring them back to the front. Hand them to the person on the opposite side and then bring them back to the front. Again, we're using these lateral muscles on the side here. And so if you need to adjust yourself, bring yourself forward in the chair so you have more mobility, go ahead and find that position. I'm going to pass it behind us for a count of 10. 1, and bring them back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way behind and back to the front, nice. I'm gonna do that again for another repetition of 10, so go ahead and take a breath. And let's begin. 1, bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring it back to the front, nice. So we've been working these side muscles here. Let's go ahead and work the back muscles. And we're going to do that by keeping our weights close to our body. I'm going to lean my body forward. Again, my back is nice and straight. Don't let that back round. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my body up, lifting these weights up. And I'm going to use these muscles here. Do not push with your legs. You want to use these muscles. So really imagine these muscles are pulling you back up. You can add some additional weight if you have something you want to pull in. This is a great way to strengthen that lower back. So let's go ahead and lean forward. We're going to lift up for a count of 10. 1, 2, use those lower back muscles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up and release. Nice. I'm going to do that one more time for another rep of 10. Go ahead and take a break. Take a breath in. Really notice if you're isolating these muscles, it should be your lower back, your glutes, all the way down to the back of the thigh, compressing to pull you up. And just put those weights back up, lean forward, we're gonna lift that body up for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, nice. Let's go ahead and face forward again. So we worked our back, we worked our sides. Let's work these front muscles for just a bit now. And I'm gonna set my weights down. I'm not done with these, so don't put them too far away. I'm just gonna set them next to my chair. And I wanna work these front ab muscles. And I'm gonna do that by lifting my legs up. And so you can use the chair to relax, pull your back. You can hang on to the front of the chair. We're gonna lift these knees up and then lower them back down. And we're focusing our energy in this core area here. These are the muscles that are lifting these knees up. And let's do a lift for 10. 1. Nice and slow. 2. Really feel those ab muscles. 3. 4. 5. 6. Concentrate on your abs. 7. 8. 9. 10. Pull them up and back down nice and slow. All right, good job. We have one more rep. We're going to work on these ab muscles here. I'm going to change this just a little bit. We're just going to lift those legs up and hold them and then set them back down. And this is still focusing on these ab muscles. So you want to pull your body away from the back of the chair so that your muscles up here are holding you up. You can still hang onto the chair for stability. So let's lift those legs up nice and slow. Using those abs, tuck them nice and tight. Lowering back down. And we'll do that for a count of 10. 1. Back down. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Keep that abdomen nice and tight. 7. 8. 9. 10. Lift those feet up. Let's hold it for a little bit longer, just a beat longer. Keep that abdomen nice and tight. Feel it tucking in and lower that leg, those legs. All right, good job. Pick up one of your weights, just one weight, and I'm going to turn to the side. We're going to work these back muscles a bit. And so this one weight's going to hang next to me. And I'm just going to pull it straight back and then bring it so it hangs next to me again. And we're going to do this for 3 reps. Our first rep is going to be for a count of 10. The other hand can rest on your leg. It can rest on the chair. Again, the back is straight. Don't let that back round. That puts too much pressure on the lower back. Back is nice and straight. Tilt those hips back. We're going to lift that arm back behind us for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3. Kick it back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and drop it back by your side. Stay on this side, keep your weight in your hand. Now we're going to raise that arm up, and then we're going to kick it back again. Bring it back, and then drop it down. So adding a little bit more movement. Still going to do it for a count of 10. 1, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And drop it down. Now we're at our second rep. The second rep is for a count of 8. Straight back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull it up, kick it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way back and down. Nice. We have one last rep. Our last rep is going to be for a count of 6. Straight back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop it down. Now we're going to pull it up. 1, 2. Kick it back. 3, 4, 5, 6. Kick it back. Bring it back before you drop it down. Nice. Good work. Let's go to the other side. You should feel some warmth in the back of those muscles there. All right, so we drop that weight down. First move is for 10, just bringing it straight back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back down. Bring it up, kick it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Nice. Next rep is for a count of 8. Just swing it back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Last rep for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back down. Let's lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Make it strong. 6. And back down. Whew, nice. All right. That was a great workout for the back of the arms. I'm going to do one more while those muscles are nice and strong. This one is the one we lift those weights up, drop it down, and then we're going to lift it up. So I have one weight in my hand. You can do it with one weight. If you'd like to grab your other weight, you can use both weights. But we're gonna lift up these weights, let them drop down. And this is where we lift them up to the ceiling, drop them back down. I'm gonna do 3 reps, starting with a rep of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up, and let's relax. Whew, good job. Because we work these muscles so hard, we're just gonna do this for one more rep. We'll do one more rep of 10, and then we'll give our arms a break. So let's lift those weights up and drop them down. Let's lift up for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up, and bring them back down. Great job, nice. Let's go ahead and set these weights down, and let's set them out of the way because we're gonna be using our legs now. You can really feel the back of these arms being worked today. Might be a good time to grab some water, hydrate your body. All right, I'm gonna have my hands on my knees and go up onto my tiptoes and then drop them back down. So what I'm working here is I'm working these calf muscles. I'm also working these muscles that are on the arch of the foot and working these toes too. So I lift up as high as I can. If you wanna add some resistance, push down against those legs. You feel a little bit of tension on the arms, but you can add some weight. As you're lifting up, make sure these calves are nice and tight, and then release them back down. I'm gonna do that for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really tighten those calves. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push down, but with your hands pushing up with your calves, up on your tiptoes, and release. Nice. So as you're sitting in a chair, go ahead and bring your legs to the outside of the chair. I'm going to bring myself up to the front just a bit because I'm going to use these muscles here because I'm going to work my legs. I'm going to do that by pushing myself out of the chair. And so you want to find a position where you can push against the ground, lifting yourself up. And I'm going to be using these thigh muscles here. And so find that position that's comfortable for you. It's not okay to push behind you, but if you need a little bit of assistance, you can push in front of you if you need that help. But put most of the resistance on your legs, pushing down with your feet against the mat. And we're going to do this lift for a count of 10. 1, lift up, not all the way. So I'm still holding strong muscles here. Lower back down. 2, lower back down. 3, my knees are pointing the same direction as my feet. 4, nice and slow, feel it in your legs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to go back down, but not all the way. Let's hold it just for a moment. So I've got a little bit of a gap right here. Push these legs out. Really feel these muscles on the top of your thighs working. Let's forget about it, all right? Let's go ahead and shift back and forth just a little bit. Feel those leg muscles working. Find your chair and let's find a seat. Nice. Let's bring those knees back together. You should feel the top of your legs warm now from working out. All right, I'm going to loosen up the back a little bit. just by letting my body hang forward. Let those arms hang down, touch the ground. If you're able, let your head drop down. And walk those hands back up. Bring those shoulders up, drop them down. Bring them back up, hold them forward, and we're going to go back down again. And bring your body back up. All right, we're going to do a similar move where we lift our body up out of the chair. Only now we're going to have our knees in front of us. So find that position that you're able to leave your chair. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let my body lean forward. And when I find that place that my balance is more forward, I can lift up out of the chair. And I can turn sideways so that you can see this. So my back is still nice and straight. I just lean my body forward. And I get to the point that my weight is so I can just lift easily up out of the chair, pushing with my legs against the ground. Go all the way up, arms up, reach up towards the ceiling. If it feels comfortable, go up on those tiptoes. Calves are nice and tight. Push against the ground. And go back down to your heels. Bring those arms towards the knee. Bring your bottom back and push that bottom back. Push those arms forward. We're not touching the chair yet. Hold this position just for a moment. I'm squatting down. I'm pretty close, but I'm not touching it yet. Arms are extended out. Hips are extended back. And then find that chair. Nice. Great way to build stamina and to build strength in the core. This helps keep our body nice and strong. I've seen elderly people fall over, topple over. This is going to help build that core strength. I'm going to do that move again. So find that position that's comfortable. Let your body lean forward till you get to that point that your hips are able to leave the chair. Push against the ground. Use these thighs. Use your thighs. Push, push, push. All the way up. Arms go up towards the ceiling. If you feel comfortable, go up onto those tiptoes. Push against the ground. Tighten those calves. Reach a little higher. And come back down to your flat feet. Bring those arms out, lean them towards me. Now I'm going to put my hands onto my hips. I'm going to continue squatting, but not touching the chair yet. Take those shoulders, try to touch them. Elbows trying to touch, shoulders trying to touch. Squeeze them together. I'm not on my chair yet. My legs are nice and strong. Find that chair and go ahead and find a seat. Nice. We're going to do one more move where we're leaving our chair. So find that position again, nice and strong. Body's leaning forward. Hips leave the chair. Come all the way up. I'm pushing with my strong legs. Arms come up. If you feel comfortable, go up onto your tiptoes. Calves are nice and strong. Up a little higher. And lower down to flat feet, but keep those arms up. Let's imagine that there's a rope up there and I'm going to reach up and grab it, pull it down. Reach up on the other side, grab it, pull it down. Get a nice stretch across the side here. Pull it down. Pull it down. Pull it down. Let's do two more. Reach up, pull it down. Reach up, pull it down. Nice. Hold on to those ropes in your hands as we start squatting down again. Going towards your chair, but not touching it yet. My hands are in fists. I'm going to put my fists together. I'm going to take one elbow and put it onto another knee, the opposite knee. If you need to find your chair, find your chair. If not, hold it. Keep your legs nice and strong. This is also a great workout, even if you're sitting in your chair. It's okay. Bring your body back up. Fists still touching each other. Opposite elbow goes to the opposite knee. Again, if you need to find your chair, you may find your chair. Bring your body back up to center. Release those hands. Find your chair and sit down. Ah, nice. Nice way to work those legs out, but still a little safe knowing that the chair is there as support. Let's go ahead and loosen up these legs a little bit after that. I'm gonna lift up my knee, go back into that figure 4 that we started this morning. Body is nice and upright, straight. If you're able to, you wanna straighten that leg as much as you can. As you do lower that down, you might feel more of a stretch across the hip. And then we're gonna lean that body forward. You should feel a nice stretch in that hip. Breathe into that tightness. Exhaling out, releasing any tension. And bring your body back up. Leaving the legs crossed, I'm just gonna drop that leg down. So my legs are still crossed. Body's nice and straight, upright. Lean it forward. Go ahead and let those arms drop down. And bring those arms back up, bring your body up. Let's uncross that leg. Let's go the other side. Back into that figure 4. Straighten that leg as much as you can. We each have different flexibilities here. Body's nice and straight. Let's lean forward. Breathe into that tight hip. And bring the body back up. Let that leg hang over. We're going to cross it. And let's bring our body on top of that leg. This is a great stretch to loosen up that lower back. Let those arms hang, loosen up that upper back. And go ahead and walk your body back up. Leave those legs crossed. We're gonna work on the back just a bit with the legs crossed. I'm gonna look behind me and do a nice little twist. Extend those eyes. Imagine those eyes can move even further, looking around. And bring your body back forward. Let's look the opposite direction. And come back forward. Let's uncross the legs. We're going to cross the other direction. Back is nice and straight. Let's look behind us. And come back forward. Look the opposite way. And come back forward. Nice. Go ahead and uncross those legs. I'm gonna let my legs hang out in front of me nice and straight. Point those toes back at you. So you're flexing these legs, but they're still resting on the ground, but point those toes back at you. I'm gonna bring my arms up and I'm gonna lean forward. Now find that this is comfortable for you. If it feels like you're sliding, you may want to position yourself in the chair, but I'm just gonna lean forward, touch those toes. You may be touching your knees, you may be touching your thighs. Again, each of us have different flexibility. But the toes are pointing up, either at the ceiling or back towards you. And walk those hands back up. We're going to do that one more time. Arms up towards the ceiling. Let's lean forward. Loosening up those legs that we worked so hard. And walk those hands back up. Nice. Bring those feet in. Let's go ahead and spread them out. We're going to do that same forward move, but this time with the legs apart. So let's go ahead and start by resting our elbows on our knees. And then let's rest our hands down on the ground and then let the head drop down. And go ahead and bring those elbows back up to the knees and then bring the body back up. All right. So I'm going to have you with your legs apart. I'm going to have you turn and face one of those legs. So I'm facing my right leg. I'm going to lean my body over that leg. The opposite leg wants to lift up, so set it down. Let those hands drop down as low as they can. Now walk those hands across the ground to the opposite foot. And let's lean over this leg and bring the body back up. So you see how I made kind of a circle? We're going to do that again. Same direction. Look over that one leg, lean down. Let those hands drop. Let's walk to the opposite leg and bring the body up. Nice. Going to do that same move, but let's start in the opposite direction. So face that opposite leg. Drop your body down. Drop those hands down. And now let's walk those hands across. Bring the body up. Nice. Let's do that one more time. Should feel good across the spine and across the side here as we loosen up this whole core area. Lean over that leg. Drop those hands down. Walk them across. And bring your body back up and down the center. Nice. Good job. Let's go ahead and bring those legs back in. We'll continue to loosen this spine up in the back by leaning back. And so my hands are nice and low, they're hanging at my side, palms facing me. I'm leaning back against the chair. In this position, let those shoulders relax and let the head fall back. And bring that head back up. Nice. Now as you let that head drop, you can extend the jaw if you want to get more of a stretch across the chest. You can also look back up into the forehead with your eyes to get the muscles around your eyes moving. Let's bring those arms out like airplanes. Lean back against the chair. Let's push those arms back as if you're trying to touch them behind you and let the head fall back. And bring your body back up. Bring those arms forward. We've got one last back stretch. Arms go up. Lean back against the chair. Try to bring those arms back as far as you can and let that head drop back. And bring those arms all the way back forward. Rest them on your knees. Let's loosen up those shoulders just a little bit before we end today's session. Pulling them around. Change direction. Raise them up, try to touch your ears. Sink them back down. Up towards the ears. Sink them back down, nice. And then shake those hands out, release any of the tension that's left in your body. And shake those legs out. All right. Well, it's just about 11 o'clock. I might be a few minutes. Let's see. Let's see what time it is. Oh, 11 o'clock. Perfect. All right. So, all right. Well, it's always so great to see everybody here on Monday. And hope that you guys enjoy that. You guys have a great week. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Denise.
Thank you. It looks like a nice life.
If anybody's wanting any furniture, send me your email.
Yes, Adrian's downsizing.
I am.
That's what I want to do too.
What? Yeah.
As soon as the dog goes to doggy heaven, it's gonna downsize. And I'm gonna downsize the dog too when I find another
Oh.
place. But within the next 5 years, for sure.
Nice. Well, you know, sometimes organizing needs furniture, right? Because sometimes if you just had a place to put your stuff, things could look neater, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty neat. I'm not a hoarder, but you know, I don't know.
Well, I've been a furniture collector in the past, and I'm over it. I'm over it.
Yeah, you got class though. You got class. All right, see y'all.
Okay.
Bye now.
Bye.
You guys,
Thank you, Denise.
thank you guys. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks,
Take
everybody.
advantage of our
I will.
class.
It was a good class. Thank you.
That was great.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.